Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, things just keep going from worse to worse to worse for the Carnival Vista. So just last week I reported that the Carnival Vista had propulsion problems. It ended up being late back to one port. It had to change the cruise from 7 days to 8 days, and people were late getting on the next day, had to get hotels beforehand, all kinds of problems. And finally, Carnival Cruise Line decided it was going to cancel three of their cruises starting on July 6th completely because they had to repair the Anzipods, which are the big, huge propellers that not only propel the cruise ship, but also turn and navigate the cruise ship. It needs to replace all the bearings inside, which means she needs to go into a dry dock. And they have this system now where there's this huge, basically floating platform that's going to meet it, and it's going to pull it underneath the boat, lift itself up, and they're going to do the repairs for about 3 weeks, costing around, by the way, $50 million in repairs to get this back up and running. Not to mention all the money they've lost from having to refund people and give them future cruise credits and flights and all the stuff involved. Well, it was still, they still were cruising. They were cruising until July 6th today. But what happened 2 days ago, as it was driving along, it ran out of power for a portion of the ship, sending a lot of the cruise ship into darkness, stopping the elevators from working and the air conditioning on a lot of the areas on board. One of the things that did stay remaining open was the Punchline Comedy Club, so they were able to keep that going. But it really, no one was stuck in the elevators. Most people took it pretty easy. A lot of people were wondering, well, yes, we were going slower. It had engine problems, but that shouldn't affect power and things like that. Well, you got to remember, it's just like your car. Your engine and your alternator recharge your batteries and keep the power going. Well, the same thing works for a cruise ship. It doesn't have an extension cord running all the way to shore to run the ship. So now it lost power, and of course the "what's in it for me" people started coming out and saying, we want free drinks for the evening and all stuff like this. And basically it was just down for a short amount of time, and quickly areas of the ship came back up under power. No change to the itinerary. They didn't miss anything, and they didn't have to stop. So there really wasn't a whole lot other than a little bit of inconvenience for a little while on especially with the air conditioning being out and maybe having to walk a few flights of stairs for an hour if you were going someplace. Other than that, it really didn't affect the cruise too much. So it wasn't the biggest catastrophe out there, but when you combine it with the original, oh, we are fixing the engines on board, we have to repair it, don't worry about it, but we're going to have to spend an extra day and we're going to miss a port. And then the next one was, it's going to be an extra day, we're going to leave late, and we've got to change the itinerary to shorter distances because we can't. And then it was, we're canceling 3 cruises, and now we're losing power on the ship. So luckily it's supposed to head into the dry dock within the next day or so, and they get the Carnival Vista up and running. The Vista is only 3 years old. It's relatively one of the newer ships out there, and to have this kind of problem going on and that severity is kind of strange. The Anziopods are on many other cruise ships, and they haven't broken down, and those ships were built well before the Vista. So it kind of not good. I hope it's under warranty. I joke, but it's kind of sad. And again, luckily, it really didn't interfere with this cruise. People are still going to get off on time, and they're not going to be inconvenienced too much on the ship. It's not like it was power outage was out for days. It was a matter of an hour, a couple hours tops in some locations. Most of it was restored within 10 to 20 minutes and started powering up in various areas. Well, I hope you liked this news update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.